I've noticed when you prospect that you sound very calm and collected. And I've heard other people do live prospecting and they may get the appointment, but they still don't sound conversational like you do. You know, what's the difference between you and that type of prospector?
That's a big question. Well, let's two things there, because let me write that down. Because one you mentioned conversational, and the other one you mentioned about like the calmness. Was it the calmness or something?
Yeah, you just sound it's like a regular phone call to you, it sounds like.
Yeah. So watch this. This is really the biggest thing you're gonna learn. Well, they're all biggest things, because I just remembered what else I told you about expectation is massive as well. So what a real selling, when you want to get to a level, so first you don't know what to say, and then you learn scripts. When do you plan on moving? Which are great, but there's a higher level, which is speaking with social skills, just speaking normally, a conversation. Because people want to have a conversation. They don't want to feel like, oh, it's a person, especially today, right? Scripting me. Do you feel like that? Someone scripting you? You know, hello, it's from London Live. Are you looking to list to insurance? Right. How long have you had insurance so far? How many people in your family? It's like an interrogation. So what happens is you want to make it conversational so that people don't even realize that it's a sales, it's a conversation. Well, it is a real competition, but it doesn't mean that there's no skill attached to it. It's you're guiding them towards the decision. And a lot of it will be your own, like relaxing in your body and enjoying prospecting. You know, have it like enjoy, like I enjoy it. It's like I enjoy the game of wits, in a sense that it's a conversation. I'm leading you somewhere. I'm unraveling your, like some Marcello mentioned, your motivation, your conversation about why you want to move, what happened, your experiences, and it should feel like a real conversation. And people are relaxed with you, even on the phone, and they go, and inside you go, I like this guy. Come on over, yeah. And it's not an exaggeration to tell you that half of the people that I've been to see, and some people may have had that experience too, but half tell me I'm the only agent. And they actually are proud to tell me. I don't even bring it up. They go, Richard, because they want to get that acknowledgement too. You're the only one. I actually had a lot of calls. Because I talk to them like they're a human being, and I respect their point of view. It doesn't mean I have to agree. I don't agree, but I understand. So write this down. There's a difference between understanding and agreement. Because a lot of people won't understand the person's point of view. They think, oh, I'm agreeing. So when I call FSBO'S, you see, I don't make them wrong. I've listed 9 so far this month. I know people actually on podcasts, and they go, this is the king of FSBO'S from Minnesota. He's listed 25 FSBO'S. I've done that in a month. I did 24, not in this January, in a certain January by myself, not my team. So, I mean, but, you know, but I still give them acknowledgement because they did a lot more. But anyway, the reason why is that I don't make them wrong. So there's one gentleman from a company called Sims 21, and he was number 13 in the country. So he's pretty big, right? And he's in Saskatchewan. So like, imagine how many deals you have to do. I had one conversation. He went from 1 FSBO a month to 3 consistently with one conversation. But basically it was, don't make them wrong, even in your mind. So when I'm calling them, I say, look, I understand all he's trying to do is get the best price. He probably thinks that he's a good salesperson. Like I can imagine myself doing it, at least giving it a shot. If I didn't know what I know now, not now, but as an innocent person, not in real estate, if I had the time, I go, let me try it, put a sign up, especially now with the internet and all that. It doesn't make me a bad person. So when you look at it that way, you don't make them wrong. They are making a mistake, but it's not their fault, right? I got to just give them more information so they can come to a new decision, that's all. Because they made a decision based on information they have up to the point of that decision. So my job is to make them aware of other things and things they may have not thought about, right? For example, like in this market, multiple offers. That's not going to happen. I mean, it's game over just with that conversation if you can get them to listen to you. So the idea is you've got to create a listening as well. People want, so write this down, create a listening. Because I'm talking to an audience and everyone's looking at their phone. I can have the best scripts in the world, but what difference does it make? So when you acknowledge, how do you do that? You acknowledge their point of view. You go, wow. So what methods are you using for marketing your home? And they say, a Kijiji and have a sign. You say, a Kijiji sign, great. And you just continue. Oh, you know, why did you decide to sell yourself rather than list with a real estate agent? And they say, well, to save, to save some money. I say, that makes sense, to save some money. So you go, wow, this guy's so easy to talk to. Like, you're basically saying back what's in their mind. And they go, oh. So human beings have a need to be acknowledged. It's a human need to be acknowledged. If you can feed that, who gets acknowledged? The kids don't listen, the wife doesn't listen, the employees don't listen. So you could be the only person that week that actually gave them some acknowledgement about that's smart. And if anybody wants a list, I can give you a list, of those acknowledgements, right? There's one that's wonderful, great, terrific. But I have my own. One of them is, that's smart. Somebody says, I want to sell first and then buy. Yeah, I understand. One step at a time. That makes sense. See, one step at a time. The other thing is voice, by the way. When you have a voice that's friendly, but yet firm and confident, you want to get that warmth in the voice. Does that make sense? Like, so that people go, oh, I like this guy. But don't confuse that for weakness and timidness. Because most people who become nice become timid. So you gotta make sure that you keep the authority. If I had a choice, I would keep the authority, by the way. Number one is authority. Nothing is more influential than authority. But that's for a different topic. That's more for my deeper trainings that I do with my clients. So you must give feedback, even when you're talking to somebody. Actually, that's a good example. So when you're doing face-to-face and they're telling you about their kids and this and that and why they want to move and what happened bad last time, you don't want to have a stone face. Like, are you listening? Don't overdo it, but you're going to have the expression and give them the feedback. The feedback that oh, wow. And every now and then tilt your head. When you tilt your head, it shows them that you're curious. You go, right? You want to learn all the skills. So get somebody who can teach you the skills, and especially the tonality. Oh my God, for the phone, it's critical. So write this down. Tonality controls the conversation. Tonality controls. You can say to someone, get lost. Get lost. Right? Same words.